afternoon, folks. This is Deb Delapiana, and this is your Shut the Fuck Up Express. You know, this has been a good day in many, many respects. So, yesterday when I left work, I was miserably looking towards today when I would have to go out in the middle of a fucking blizzard to work in a hardware store that had sold every single snowblower yesterday and every single shovel in the middle of a blizzard. You can see it right at my window over there. See my window? You can see the snow falling. It's about 4:39 in the afternoon here right now. The winds are about 40 miles an hour. Every once in a while they gust up to 60. You can hear it. I'm looking outside. No one's even plowing right now. The roads are pretty much dead, and I got the day off. I got the day off because these fools actually thought they were going to be open till 2 o'clock. And what happened is, after they, of course, got the manager in all the way from New Hampshire, they decided they were going to close at 11. So they had shifted my hours, and it was not even worth my going in. So they said to me, why don't you just stay home? And that was a great day because this gives me a 3-day weekend. And we have just so much to talk about today, but I promise I won't take up too much of your time because this is pretty indicative of the shit I've been talking about. We are going to continue to hammer this bullshit home, okay? This is our goal now. The ultimate goal here is to defeat the GOP on every level in the midterms and the 2024 election. People need to wake up to what's really going on here, okay? So I just dumped some Facebook friends because they're totally fucking clueless, okay? I can't pretend anymore that I can break bread with COVID deniers and anti-vaxxers. I can't. I can no more break bread with them than I can break bread with the right wing. My fundamental problem with both is basis in fact, okay? The anti-vax people and the COVID deniers have no absolute basis in fact for anything that they are telling you, okay? In fact, the actual facts of what is going on with this illness are so against everything that they are about that it's pathetic, okay? And the continual associating mask wearing and vaccine, people who accept the vaccine and take the vaccine as equivalent, to what happened during the Holocaust under Adolf Hitler is just infuriating, actually. So I can't even anymore. All right. I refuse. As I've said before, these people are not my friends. Okay. They're on social media. They are social media acquaintances, just like I am to many people. Okay. But my value system is what I am. And I can't. The same thing goes with the right-wingers. I will never be able to break bread with the right-wingers. Blah. I should call them white-wingers because that's actually what it is. Because actually what they're trying to do is create a white supremacist society here. And there are women involved in that as well. Okay? Until the right wing acknowledges that immigrants, by the way, their ancestors were the ultimate immigrants. They actually came over here in boats and annihilated the natives where we currently live, who were not, by the way, white men. But until they understand that gay people exist, people of color have the same rights, transgender people have a right to do whatever they want with their own bodies, and that women's rights are not up for grabs every time an election cycle comes around. You know what? Until they can get to that point in their evolution, until they can come out of their larval state, there's no breaking bread. I can't put that shit away, mostly because I'm gay, and I have other gay people in my family. I have transgender people in my family. And I assure you that they are as much human beings as you are. And as they live here, work here, breathe here, and contribute here in the United States, they are just as entitled to the same rights that you are. Okay? So until we can get to that point, we can't. But we have other shit that's going on here. There are a lot of right-wing talking points. One of them is the two parties are exactly the same. One's as bad as the other. Patently not true. Okay? I've been through this before. I'm going to say it again. We have one party that absolutely has no policy except to make sure that people who aren't white, male, and straight have no rights. The GOP spends more time trying to oppress people than the Democrats. The Democrats don't. Maybe that's because that's their base. And that's fine. For the GOP, the white Christian nationalists, the fascist white women, the white supremacist nation is their base. Therefore, the twain shall never meet. This is what I'm trying to tell you. Bipartisanship is crap and a fucking piece of toast, okay? So, no, I won't. I will not capitulate on this. Not happening. And just to prove that the Republicans have no policies, this is the kind of shit that they focus on. Last week, maybe it was earlier this week, I don't even know, because the days seem to run together when I deal with the right-wingers. We had Tucker Carlson and Gutfeld there. I don't even know his first fucking name because he's useless to me. Lamenting the change in M&Ms. Yes. Pieces of candy that are represented by illustrations with feet, arms, legs, hands, the whole 9 yards, and personalities. And apparently, Tucker Carlson didn't like the fact that the boots got shortened into, exercise kinds of shoes, sneakers. Didn't like that. And didn't like that the dress on the other one got altered or whatever the fuck it is, because that makes them not as sexy. And Mr. Gutfeld, whatever the fuck his first name is, actually his name to me is Mud Gutfeld, he lamented that they were woke M&Ms because they are acknowledging a change in their feelings and because they do believe in inclusiveness. You know what? Some people do believe in inclusiveness. And, just to prove that, I talk about my previous commentary. I can't break bread with the right wing. They can go fuck themselves. You know what? I can't, all right? So that was the big shit fit that Tucker Carlson, mostly Tucker Carlson, went off on. And this is amazing to me because it proves also one thing, that Fox is not a legitimate news organization. If this is the kind of shit that they consider news, then you've got to know that they're full of shit, okay? And, of course, one of my all-time favorites, Candace Owens. Uncle Tom and Drag, as I like to call her. Candace Owens, who has probably more self-loathing than any human being I've ever met in my life. She had a shit fit over the fact that Minnie Mouse is now in a pantsuit. Because we're trying to ruin the basic fabric of American society. Listen to me, folks. I grew up with Minnie fucking Mouse. Candace Owens did not. Okay, Candace Owen was not born in 1954. I grew up with Minnie Mouse. She's been in that fucking polka dot dress now for I don't know how many decades, and she's fucking sick and tired of it. And she has a right to change her fucking clothes if she wants. Get a clue, people. These are corporations, and they get to update their characters. It's a fucking cartoon character, okay? A cartoon fucking character. The only people that are destroying the basic fabric of American life are the right wing. This is the shit they focus on because they can't focus on any issues because they don't run on policy. They run on reactivism. They run on hating anything that's Democrat. They run on hating Democratic voters. And they run on basic Christian nationalist ideology that is utter fucking nonsense. The GOP has nothing to offer the American people. Their policies are not widely loved. If that were the case, they wouldn't be trying to suppress voters of color, immigrants, gays, and transgender people as we move into the election season. But that's exactly what they're doing. Their voter suppression is running rampant, and Kristen Sinema and what's his name there from Virginia, Joe Manchin, Maserati Manchin, they're helping out the GOP. They also need to leave. Recent polls have shown that Kristen Sinema would get creamed in a primary election. Go get her. And as far as Manchin is concerned, you know what? Even if the state goes Republican, if you primary him, do it. Because he's fucking useless to the American people. He's been useless for a very long time. And even his fucking Cole family voters are in favor of the Build Back Better plan. You know, you can say what you like. They're not serving the American public. But I digress. What I will tell you is the GOP has nothing to offer the American people. As we all stagger around here with a myriad of problems going on, all we have from the GOP are banning books. Latest is Maus, M-A-U-S, because it teaches the Holocaust to children. We have, books being taken out of libraries, school libraries in America right now. That's what fascist Germany did, okay? That's what fascist Germany did. Yet you people are all supporting the right because they believe in free speech when they give you medical misinformation and they lie to you. But you can't see this as an oppression of free speech? To deny the fucking Holocaust? In Texas, it's no longer required to teach civil rights or women's rights or to mention Martin Luther King. And this is not a problem for you. You still believe that the right is fighting for your free speech rights. You're a pack of fucking idiots, is what you are. We are in serious trouble here. Fascism is being legislated state by state by state all across this country. The states are being used as labs for an autocratic regime. In Canada, they have scholars warning people that we will be under a right-wing fascist regime before 2030. Wake the fuck up. The right wing focuses on M&Ms and cancel culture. By the way, cancel culture, that's a right-wing term. By the way, how's that? That was started by the right wing. This country is on the threshold of fascism. Period. And we will be focusing on that. I don't care how much we have to focus on it. That is the goal of the Factivist Project, to get you to understand just exactly what the fuck is going on here. If you choose not to accept it, I can't make you fucking use your brain. But you better wake up soon, because the fascism genie is out of the bottle and there's no putting them back in unless you wake up. I'll talk to you later.